Happy Mama Wama Ding Dong Day. Just waiting for people. There you go. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Jellison. Hey, Angela. Hey, Shelly. I'm wearing a Sailor Moon shirt because it's the closest I have to something that fits Mother's Day. Because Sailor Moon is a mother. Sort of. Her future incarnation, her future version is a mother. The second season introduces her future daughter, Sailor Chibi Moon. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Buttercup. So hopefully this chat will have a few more people than past week or two has had. Because things have been pretty dead quiet. Haven't had a lot of people lately. Would it come in to play? Hey, pause. She did say she would try, yeah. Hey, Strawberries. She did actually say she was going to try to come in. Hey, Chantel. Feminine hygiene trivia. Nah. Hey, Enox. And hello, everyone. Hey, Django. Hello, everyone from Chantel's stream. Foodie stream. Kimby. Moon's Life. Aussie Girl. You're out. Porsche. Django, thank you for 8 months, Django. How's everyone doing? Thank you for 8 months. Fur Missile. Glitter Queen. And block your first name for chat. Maybe some other time. I'm lazy. Holy shit. 67 people in chat. And 67 people watching now. All right. It's Mother's Day. Hey, Super Black Cat. So we're starting with a quiz on mothers. This is a tough one, apparently. This is a tough quiz. 10 memorable mothers. 10 memorable mothers. Everyone ready? Okay. Question 1. Which of these biblical matriarchs was the mother of Israel, formerly known as Jacob? Rachel, Hannah, Sarah, or Rebecca? Rachel, Hannah, Sarah, or Rebecca? We don't like Israel, Free Palestine. Indeed. Hey, Gikadwan. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Ependra. Ependora. Joni. A lot of votes for Sarah. There's a couple for Rebecca. Hannah Montana. Jesse's mom. Is that going to be your answer to every question, Buttercup? Potato Gaga? The answer was actually Rebecca. Wife of Isaac. She bore 2 sons, Esau and Jacob. Question 2. A famous story by author James Baldwin tells of the mother of the Gracchi, tribunes of the plebes in ancient Rome, who was rumored to be poor because she dressed simply and wore no jewels. When a friend asked if this rumor was true, she gathered her 2 sons to her side and replied, "No, I am not poor, for here are my jewels. They are worth more than all your gems." Wild fucking question. What was this mother's name? That's a hell of a hey fan. That's a hell of a question. Cornelia, Julia, Antonia, or Claudia? Cornelia, Julia, Antonia, or Claudia? Man, that is a fucking wild thing to ask. Hey, easy to read. It was Cornelia. You know what? These are a little bit too tough. These questions are way too fucking tough. Like, these are some wildly tough questions. Mythological mothers. Let's go mythological mothers. Greek gods. What Titan was the mother of Artemis and Apollo? What Titan was the mother of Artemis and Apollo? Sylvia, Rhea, Leto, or Eurydice? Sylvia, Rhea, Leto, or Eurydice? Diarrhea. Rhea, Eurydice, Rhea, Wilma, Rhea, Eurydice, Diarrhea, Leto, Uranus, Leto, Eurydice. That song, Eurydice. The one by the Crux Shadows? The answer is actually Leto. Leto was the mother of Artemis and Apollo. Who was the mother of Hephaestus? The mother of Hephaestus. Hephaestus. Hera, Aphrodite, Demeter, or Europa? Hera, Aphrodite, Demeter, or Europa? Also, hello, Kelly. The answer is Hera. Hephaestus' mother is Hera. I'm wondering if this quiz might also be too hard. Let me see if I can find an easy one. Here's an easy one. Okay. Legendary mothers. This one's supposed to be easy. Legendary mothers. This woman was the mother of 9 children, including 1 president of the United States and 2 U.S. senators. Mother of 9 children, including 1 president and 2 senators. Rose Kennedy, Abigail Adams, Eleanor Roosevelt, or Barbara Bush. Rose Kennedy, Abigail Adams, Eleanor Roosevelt, or Barbara Bush. Gotta go RuPaul and Cher. And it is Rose Kennedy. Mother of President John Kennedy and Senators Robert and Ted Kennedy. Apparently, she lived to be 104 years old. You were on Top Shot? Nice. Number 2, this woman and her famous husband were the parents of 6 children. Their firstborn was famously kidnapped from their home as an infant. Woman and her famous husband, firstborn kidnapped from their home as an infant. JonBenet Ramsey? It is not JonBenet Ramsey. Also, hello, Heather. And hey, you got the first name too. I will accept just the last name. So yeah, Lindbergh's. Yeah. It is Anne Morrow Lindbergh is the actual answer. But yeah, Lindbergh. While not technically a mother, this woman was known. I never heard of it. Oh, it was a long time. It was ancient. Like it's decades ago. Lindenberg. Yeah, I think Lindenberg is a cheese, isn't it? While not technically a mother, this woman was known as a mother to thousands while working as a missionary in India. Mr. Mom. And yeah, Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa. Mother Terry. Should I say no? I think so. Mama Terry. Yeah, Big Mama T. There you go. Big Mama T. Sally Hemings was allegedly the mother of 6 children by Thomas Jefferson. Why was this controversial? Sally Hemings was allegedly the mother of 6 children by Thomas Jefferson. Why was this controversial? Yeah, it wasn't just because she was black. It wasn't just because she was black. That's half the answer. Like, her being black is like part of the answer, part of it. Jenna! Yeah. The options here: she was Jefferson's cousin, she was Jefferson's slave, she was much older than Jefferson, she was much younger than Jefferson. Hey, Rabbit. Hey, Brooka. And yeah, she was Jefferson's slave specifically. Not just black, but she was his slave. Which is why any attempt to present it as some sort of romance is bullshit. Hi, Gabrielle. If you were black, is it's given? Not necessarily. There were a small number of free black people. Every time someone says the word slave, I have to. Oh, well, okay. Candy Lightner founded MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, after her young daughter was killed. True or false? True or false? Candy Lightner founded MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, after her young daughter was killed. Position of power in Mary DeStefano. The answer is true. Seemed obvious. Yeah. Yeah. It's one of those things like maybe it was her son that was killed. So, number 6. How many women have been the wife of the president and the mother of another? How many women have been the how many women have been the wife of one president and the mother of another president of the US? Well, you said daughter made me think of son. That was a deliberate thing I did. I did that deliberately, Buttercup, just to throw people off. Because I'm a dick. Yeah. Barb Bush is one. The other one is Abigail Adams. This famous woman fell in love with her employer, becoming stepmother to his 7 children and beginning a family business. This woman fell in love with her employer, becoming stepmother to his 7 children and beginning a family business. Julie Andrews, Carol Brady, Audrey Hepburn, or Maria Von Trapp? Julie Andrews, Carol Brady, Audrey Hepburn, Maria Von Trapp. Kate Gosselin. Carol Brady only became stepmother to 3 kids. She had 3 of her own, and then she married a dude who had another 3. The answer is Maria Von Trapp. All of them had hair of gold. You grew up with 3 brothers and 2 sisters. I tricked a sick girl. Well, way to make me look like a dick. Anyway, number 8. And a dog. Dogs are not easy. Dogs are not difficult to trick, though. Dogs are not particularly difficult to trick. The youngest one in curls. Are you just going to read? Are you just going to sing the entire Brady Bunch theme song? Because that's fine. Like I genuinely, I absolutely do not have a problem with you singing the entire Brady Bunch theme song. Sound of Music is one of I've never actually watched The Sound of Music. I do want to watch it at some point. I never have. I should. This famous actress was the subject of tell-all book Mommy Dearest, written by her daughter? Mommy Dearest. Barbara Hershey, Vivien Leigh, Joan Crawford, or Betty Grable? Barbara Hershey, Vivien Leigh, Joan Crawford, or Betty Grable? You hated that movie? The movie was brutal. Hey, Canadian girl. Just watched The Feud on Disney. Hi, Elle. And yeah, Joan Crawford. Number 9. And yeah, Tori Spelling. No. Good guess before any of the answers were had come up, though. So, this scientist and Nobel Prize winner raised her daughter alone after the death of her husband and fellow scientist. This scientist and Nobel Prize winner raised her daughter alone after the death of her husband and fellow scientist. Elizabeth Blackwell, Clara Barton, Marie Curie, or Florence Nightingale? It was Marie Curie. And number 10, final question for this category. This is a super easy one. I will be disappointed at anyone who doesn't get this one. Mary Wollstonecraft is widely considered to be the mother of feminism, having authored multiple works regarding women's rights. Her daughter, Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley, is the author of what famous book? You've been pronouncing it Mary Curie? That's Marie. Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley is the author of what famous book? Dracula. It is not Dracula. Jesse's Girlstein. Shit, I'm actually blanking on the. Why am I blanking on the name of the Dracula guy? Jane Eyre. Right, Bram Stoker. Yes. Thanks. Great vibe in here. Check back again. I try to have a nice vibe. Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't remember Bram Stoker's name, but yeah. The actual answer, Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. First name, last name, Mary Shelley. It's Frankenstein. The answer is Frankenstein. Was she the last name? No, she was the one who Had sex with her husband on her mother's grave. Not very merry at the moment. Kinky. Yeah, they were kind of fucked up. How about one about TV mothers? Yep. Instead of real mothers, how about we do TV mothers now? Number one. This mother was the mansion's matriarch on Mockingbird Lane. To which Gothic mom am I referring? Mansion's matriarch on Mockingbird Lane. Which Gothic mom? Lily Munster, Maggie Collins, Morticia Addams, or Marge Simpson? Lily Munster, Maggie Collins, Morticia Addams, or Marge Simpson? And it actually was Morticia, or Lily, I mean. It actually was Lily Munster. Played by Yvonne De Carlo. Lily Munster, played by Yvonne De Carlo. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Just Morticia's great. Morticia is just the best. It was an enormous endeavor for this mother to teach her children the moralities of life. Who was this dynamite mom? This dynamite mom. Shirley Wilson, Florida Evans, Louise Jefferson, or Willona Woods? Shirley Wilson, Florida Evans, Louise Jefferson, or Willona Woods? Everyone's saying Florida. There's Louise. It is Florida Evans. The only reason I know that is because of a really stupid Family Guy joke. Yeah, yes. Yeah, we there's our shared brain cell for the moment. Yeah, she was like, "My name's Florida. That's a state." And then she cried, and he was like, "Dynamite." Anyway, yes, so Florida Evans, played by Esther Roll from the show Good Times. This mother co-starred with her true life stepson. She was instrumental in helping her 5 children by becoming a major success in the music business. What was the name of this on-the-go mom? I'll watch together. Maybe. This mother co-starred with her true life stepson, instrumental in helping her 5 children by becoming a major success in the music business. Sharon Osbourne, Helen Girardi, Anne Romano, or Shirley Partridge? Sharon Osbourne, Helen Girardi, Anne Romano, Shirley Partridge. And yeah, Shirley Partridge. Yeah, Shirley Jones. Shirley Mae Jones portrayed Shirley Partridge. Number 4, and I have not even a slightest clue on this one. Loved watching the Osbournes. This buxom beauty had to be, undoubtedly, the mama of all mamas. This buxom beauty had to be, undoubtedly, the mama of all mamas. She conveyed whatever was on her mind to anyone, anywhere, at any time. Can you recall this memorable mom of mayhem? Mona Robinson, Sophia Petrillo, Thelma Harper, Maude Findlay. Mona Robinson, Sophia Petrillo, Thelma Harper, Maude Findlay. You love Mama's Family? Predates me by a good few years. No, well, actually, no. Ran from 1983 to 1990. But yeah, I never watched it. It is actually Thelma Harper, portrayed by Vicki Lawrence. This modern day mom, still watch it to this day. Cool. This modern day mom worked at Lanford Lunchbox in her fictitious hometown of Lanford, Illinois. Who was this domineering damsel of comedy? Lanford Lunchbox in Lanford, Illinois. Domineering damsel of comedy. Jill Taylor, Roseanne Connor, Lorelai Gilmore, Joyce Summers. Roseanne is your comfort show? This one was one I actually used to watch. Roseanne, I did watch as a kid. It is Roseanne, played by Roseanne Barr. I did actually watch Roseanne as a kid. So this one should actually be... Hey, Jamie. Instrumental in you changing your name back? What was it before? No, she worked at a factory. She did work at a factory. You stripper now? Yep. NC Cranbow Girl? Ah. Lots of jobs throughout the series. Oh, did she? I mostly remember her as like working in a factory. Whole thing was great. Even though Beverly Ann, her mom. Anyone tried playing Jeopardy? I mean, I've watched Jeopardy. It's the quiz's fault. It is the quiz's fault. You're right. This one's a little bit on the easier side. This question is a little bit on the easier side. There's a big clue in the question. This animated mother had all she needed at her fingertips including her robot housekeeper. Who was the futuristic female? This animated mother had all she needed, including her robot housekeeper. Who was the futuristic female? But what Jetson? What Jetson, though? I'm not even gonna give Joan Jetson. Oh my god! Oh my god! Has anyone ever done a mashup of Joan Jett and Jane Jetson? It is Jane Jetson. The answer is Jane Jetson. Has anyone ever done a mashup of Joan Jett and Jane Jetson? Or of like Joan Jett like in the style of the Jetsons? And a doctor that looked like George Jetson. Like, somebody must have drawn Joan Jett in the style of the Jetsons, right? At some point. I need to look that up. I need to see if that's... Okay, well, that's actually really... There we go, there's one. That's actually really cool looking. Yeah, fuck AI. Yeah, that one works. That's just cute. Yep. Anyway, yeah. Jane Jetson. Meet George Jetson, daughter, or meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, daughter Judy, Jane, his wife. There you go. Jane, his wife. Yeah. Yeah, those data centers are fucking awful. Jesse, his wife. Jesse, his girl. Or no, wait. Whatever. And hang out in chats you don't like. All right. This 70s lady took on the challenge of raising her daughters in the feminist era. Who was this? Hey, Major. Who was the single independent mother? Murphy Brown, Annie Potts, Annie Camden, Anne Romano. Murphy Brown, Annie Potts, Annie Camden, or Anne Romano. Forget about her. That was a good show. Murphy Brown was a good show. Not 70s, though. That one was 80s. One day at a time. It is one day at a time. Hey, 651. I guess I'm pretty sure Murphy Brown was 80s. Because I watched as a kid. And yeah, Murphy Brown was like late 80s, it was the 80s and into the 90s. 80s and into the 90s, because I was watching it as a kid, like, and it was like not in repeats at that point. Like, it was not actually in repeats when I was watching it. GHWB spoke out against. That's true, he did. Because he's an asshole. You're half cut. What? Anyway, so answer is Anne Romano. Answer is Anne Romano from One Day at a Time, played by Bonnie Franklin. Okay. Super easy question here. Super easy one. Maybe the easiest we've had all day. This beehive babe had her hands full with a houseful of rambunctious kids. Can you name the patient person of prime time? Beehive babe. Prime time. Half cut means drunk or pissed. Ah, okay. That makes sense. All right. Maggie Simpson, Vestal Goodman, Marge Simpson, or Gladys Ogle? Well, we know it's not Maggie, so Vestal Goodman, Marge Simpson, or Gladys Ogle? The mom from Soap. That was a good show. I like Soap. That was a good show. And it's Marge. It's Marjorie. Marge Simpson. After the murder of her husband, which Western mother supported her 3 sons and daughter on a 1,000-acre ranch near Stockton, California? Peggy had a beehive? True. A little bit of one, but you know, Marge is famous for whoop. So yeah, after the murder of her husband, which Western mother supported her 3 sons and daughter on a 1,000-acre ranch near Stockton, California? Victoria Stanwyck, Catherine Barkley, Barbara Bradley, or Victoria Barkley? Victoria Stanwyck, Catherine Barkley, Barbara Bradley, Victoria Barkley. Damn, this one's from the 60s. This shit's from the fucking 60s. No wonder nobody's getting this one, Dr. Quinn. It's Victoria Barkley from The Big Valley. And here's another ancient show. Finishing with another 60s TV show, which, Jesus Christ, dude. You couldn't have picked a few shows you couldn't have picked a few shows that are less than half a century old? No idea that Marge Simpson's hair was a beehive. Which country mom brought up her 3 girls in a hotel between the farming towns of Pixley and Hooterville? Hooterville. Hooterville. Which country mom brought up her 3 girls in a hotel between the farming towns of Pixley and Hooterville? Lisa Douglas, Skeeter Richards, Skeet, Skeet down in Hooterville. Skeeter Richards, Kate Bradley, or Molly Bow? Lisa Douglas, Skeeter Richards, Kate Bradley, or Molly Bow? Show was, in fact, Petticoat Junction. Only hotel show I know is The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Fair. It was Kate Bradley, played by Bea Benaderet. Any 90s TV show? Yeah. They had Simpsons, but I mean they did have Roseanne, but even Roseanne was an 80s show. Skeeter and the Monkey Man or Hard Up for Cash. Name one TV mom that basically raised you. Who would it be? You need to be. You know what, Uncle Buck? You pee, I'll go refill my water. So I'll be back in a minute too. All right, and we now need a new category. We now need another category. Who wants to suggest a category? Your Gen X? Music? Sure. '90s songs? We can do 90s music. Before in 5 minutes. All right. I have no idea if I've actually. Honestly, it's possible I've done this particular quiz before. But question 1. Yeah. Kind of want to see like one that's like lyrics. One more minute. Here we go. 90s number one lyrics. 90s number one lyrics. So it's asking you to name the band. So you have to name the band. If you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, better make it last. Like my dramatic reading? Do you like my dramatic reading of it? No wonder you didn't know what it was. 10 out of 10 dramatic reading. And yeah, obviously. Okay, this one I actually don't know. I have no idea what this one actually is. Is it interesting before you present the question? No. Zigzag. You say we've got nothing in common, no common ground to start from. You say we've got nothing in common, no common ground to start from. Oh, you know the song. Do you know the artist? Do you know the band? Do you know the band, Foodie? Also, did anyone else know the song or band? Did anyone else know? Because yeah, Foodie was right. It is actually deep. It is Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue something. This because she knows love music. You love that song. You started singing it, didn't get far enough. Played at work before they changed the station, but I didn't know the band. All right, number 3. Funny how quick the milk turned sour, isn't it? Isn't it? Recognize song, but didn't recall band name. Yeah, it's. I think most people probably wouldn't know the band name. Most people would not know the band name. So yeah. Funny how quick the milk turned sour, isn't it? Isn't it? No idea. I'll give you the clues. Everything but the girl, Beautiful South, Rednecks, or Celine Dion. Hey, Stellar has some work to do while I'm doing this. So, Everything but the girl, Beautiful South, Rednecks, or Celine Dion. The song is called A Little Time. And it is actually Beautiful South is the name of the band. All right, this here is a song that I actually like. Hey, Smith. Now a song that I actually like. Well, I guess what they say is true. I could never spend my life with a man like you. Well, I guess what they say is true. I could never spend my life with a man like you. More Than a Feeling? Nope. It's not More Than a Feeling. It's not Adele. This is 90s stuff, pause. These are 90s songs. Because Chantel wanted a category that she could do well in. And she is 3 out of 4 so far. And yeah. I Could Never Be Your Woman by White Town. I could never be your woman. More like stuff? Those could be anything. No? Well, I guess what they say is true. I could never spend my life with a man like you. I could never be your woman. It's be a good playlist so far? Probably. And here's another one that I don't actually know. Never heard of this one in my life. Apparently, it was a #1 hit. It was a #1 hit, and I've never in my life heard of it. Everybody Wants to Know the Truth. In My Heart is the only proof. It is a duo. The band is a duo, or the group is a duo. Everybody Wants to Know the Truth. In My Heart is the only proof. Charles and Eddie, Out Here Brothers, Boys to Men, or Milli Vanilli. Charles and Eddie, Out Here Brothers, Boys to Men, or Milli Vanilli. Is that Queen in Montreal in the 80s? Nice. Don't know. Yeah, like I said, I've never heard of the group either. It's not actually Boys to Men because I've literally #1 hit in 1992. Apparently, like this is apparently a #1 hit in 1992. Never in my life have I heard of them. Charles and Eddie. No fucking idea. The song is Would I Lie to You by Charles and Eddie, which, who the fuck are Charles and Eddie? Who the fuck are those two? There's no beginning, there'll be no end. On my love, you can depend. You know that? Don't you know it's true, girl? There's no one else but you. If you say so. There's no beginning, there'll be no end. On my love, you can depend. Wet, 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 Boyzone, Stiltskin, or East 17. No, Love Is All Around is the name of the song. Love Is All Around. That's the name of the song. So Wet, 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 Boyzone, Stiltskin, East 17. Ever heard of these? Same here. Like, I have heard of this band. I will say I have heard of the group. Yeah, 1994. Ran for 15 weeks. 15 weeks it spent at number one. It was the soundtrack to 4 Weddings and a Funeral. You were busy growing a baby. The answer actually is Wet, Wet, Wet. Love is All Around by Wet, Wet, Wet. All right, here's a Canadian one. Canadian singer. We got ourselves a Canuck. Search your heart, search your soul. When you find me there, you'll search no more. Search your heart, search your soul. When you find me there, you'll search no more. "16 Weeks" at number one. Your first wall poster? I'll be honest, the only reason I was able to guess this one is because Canadian born. The other options given are Paul Young, Curtis Stigers, and Rod Stewart. I don't actually know who Curtis Stigers are. I'm not sure. Actually, come to think of it, I don't actually know who Paul Young is either. But Bryan Adams, yeah, Bryan Adams. Everything I do. Yeah, whatever. Is it the Friars Club roast for Jack Black I went to? Nice. Yeah, everything I do it for you. Number 8. Number 8. Robin Hood. Yep, exactly. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Everything I do. I didn't like that song. I did not like that song. I think it's like overplayed. I never actually watched that movie. And the song kind of got overexposed. So I did not enjoy it. I guess now it's time for me to give up. Got a picture of you beside me. Got your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. I guess now it's time for me to give up. Got a picture of you beside me. Got your lipstick mark still on your coffee cup. It's from 1995. It is a group. All right, I'll give you the clues. Dexter, Sinead O'Connor, Take That, or Boyzone. Dexter, Sinead O'Connor, Take That, or Boyzone. Walla la coca jumbo. Walla la. Walla ale. She'd throw the damn cup. Answer is Take That. It was Take That. All right, here's another good song. Here's another good song. One that I like. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. Also, amazing music video. Absolutely amazing music video. It is not Moby. Say it again. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. Ooh, not Daft Punk. Not Guns N' Roses. Not Nirvana. The song is Praise You. It is Praise You. I wanna celebrate you, baby. I wanna praise you like I should. I wanna praise you. I wanna praise you. We've come a long, long way together through the hard times and the good. I wanna celebrate you, baby. I wanna praise you like I should. They play this one at work now. It's a good song. Moby-ish. Sort of. Sort of, but hopefully did not delude himself into thinking that he was dating an underage actress. Hey, Hack. Who was it that Moby claimed that he had, like, gone on dates with? The answer, by the way, is Fatboy Slim. That's right, Natalie Portman. He claimed to have dated Natalie Portman. Oh, she wasn't underage. So yeah, when Moby was 33 and Natalie Portman was 20, or he claims to have dated her. He claims that he went to high school with her. Really? He claims that he dated Natalie Portman when he was 33 and she was like 20, which creepy. Or she might have actually been 18. I'm seeing different things on or on Google. Anyway, yeah. Fatboy Slim, praise you. And last one. Some say that we are players. Some say that we are pawns. But we've been making money since the day that we were born. Some say that we are players. Some say that we are pawns. But we've been making money since the day that we were born. Robbie Williams, Boyzone, Backstreet Boys, or Run DMC? Not the Pet Shop Boys. Dan was married to Natalie Imbruglia. Yeah, Robbie Williams, Boyzone, Backstreet Boys, or Run Dunk? Run Dunk. And it was Robbie Williams. The song Millennium. The song was Millennium by Robbie Williams. I gotta go pee. Come up with a category while I go pee. I'm back. Who here remembers the Mamas and Papas? Not someone I ever listened to. So you want to go choking on a ham sandwich? Okay. Well, I know who they were. I know who the Mamas and Papas were. I just never listened to them. No, I'm not frozen. I was just. So we need a category. Come on, people. Someone's just a category. I'm looking to see if I'm just clicking surprise. How about this one? American teen comedies. How about this one? Just a random category, just American teen comedy. How's that? No, fuck it. This category looks stupid. The particular quiz actually looks pretty stupid. So fuck that one. Fuck that particular quiz. Food around the world. Sure, food. Food around the world. This is a hard one. This is a tough quiz. Fine gourmet foods. There are 70 species of truffles. That's it. Cream fraiche. There are 70 species of truffles, though the two varieties most people talk about are the black and the white. Since truffles are wild fungi that cannot be cultivated on a farm, which animal is traditionally used to hunt these wild delicacies down? Which animal is traditionally used to hunt truffles down? Stardew taught me well. And yeah. Peaks. How do you all know this? I mean, I've seen references to it here and there. Varieties of this pelagic delicacy include Olympia, European flat, and Kumamoto. Olympia, European flat, and Kumamoto. Which delicious shellfish comes in these varieties? Which delicious shellfish comes in these varieties? Oysters, scallops, mussels, or clams? Oysters, scallops, mussels, or clams? Scallops, oysters, scallops, clams, scallops, oysters, yuck. I'm with you, Uncle Buck. Also, you kind of broke the chain there. Yes, scallops, oysters, scallops, clams, scallops, oysters, and then you just said yuck. Anyway, the answer is oysters. It's oysters. Allergic to seafood? Not answering questions? Fair. How about steak? Are you allergic to beef? Are you allergic to beef? Because we're doing a quiz on now we're doing a question about steak. Filet mignon, specifically. Filet mignon is the center cut of beef tenderloin, is considered by many to be the queen of steaks. Which storyteller was responsible for popularizing the term filet mignon in the English-speaking world? Which storyteller popularized the term filet mignon in the English world? Twain, Dickens, O. Henry, or Poe? Twain, Dickens, O. Henry, or Poe? O. Henry, the candy bar guy? Twain, Poe, 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 Twain, O. Henry, Twain. Your mouth is watering. O. Henry. And it actually is O. Henry. From his 1906 book, The 4 Million. Saffron. Wasn't Saffron someone that one of the people that Donovan was crazy about? Or not? Well, shit, how'd that song go? I'm just crazy for Saffron, something like that. Wild. Right, wild. Was wild. Anyway, saffron is a powerfully flavored spice derived from the crocus flower, the stigma. They call me very yellow. From which language was the name saffron ultimately derived? What did I miss from Kelly? Oi, Henry. From which language was the name saffron derived? Arabic, Greek, Sanskrit, or Latin? Arabic, Greek, Sanskrit, or Latin? Hi, Sam. Use saffron in the Middle East a lot. It is actually derived from Arabic. Zafaran, or however they pronounce it. Can't Google fast enough. Number 5. I mean, I imagine saffron's expensive everywhere. A lot of saffron in Hawaii. One of the most popular sweets in human history is the delicious bee-produced concoction that we call honey. I didn't see my mom today now. Honey. Aside from being a high energy source of carbohydrates, is it true or false that honey is a source of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids? True or false? Honey is a source of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. And about 2. And it's tasty. And shit's just fucking delicious. It's true. Honey is one of the greatest things we've ever come across. It does, and it never even spoils. Shit keeps forever. You looking? I don't have it very often because I don't eat things that honey goes on. Like, it's rare for me to eat anything that honey would go on. But yeah, I like honey. Shelf stable forever like salt. Not a honey fan, but I do for its benefits with tea sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't drink tea. Honey on nugget. I used to. Back when I went to McDonald's, like back when I did get McDonald's, I would sometimes get honey for the as the sauce. Sometimes I get barbecue sauce. Sometimes I get honey. Add a drizzle to your rice. Yeah, maybe. Or shit. Just right into my fucking mouth. Farm boy still to get hot honey that's good with nuggets. Yeah, and I don't eat I don't really eat nuggets anymore. You sending your coffee every day. Because I don't really want to be microwaving nuggies. I don't know. Microwave nuggies just doesn't sound all that appetizing, you know? Anyway, number 6. Caviar. Caviar consists of the roe, or eggs, of the sturgeon fish. There are several types of sturgeon-produced caviar popular amongst connoisseurs. Which of these is not one of them? Which is not a type of sturgeon-produced caviar? Tobiko, Osetra, Beluga, or Sevruga? Tobiko, Osetra, Beluga, or Sevruga? Tapioca. Beluga, them's a whale. The answer is not beluga. Beluga is a type of caviar from sturgeon. Fair as uncle. Tapioca. The answer is actually Tobiko. Tobiko. Tobiko actually comes from flying fish. Foie gras. Beluga comes from sturgeon. Yep. Specifically, beluga caviar. Yeah. They're fish that fly. Yep. The name foie gras often elicits fond memories of fine dinners for many a gourmand. How does the term foie gras translate from the French? How does foie gras translate from the French? Fizz, do you know? You are French, you should know. Foie is liver. Yep. Gras. G-R-A-S. Spelled G-R-A-S. Overpriced liver. Not wrong. I mean, not far. I'm guessing that was a typo. Whatever it is, you love it. Hey, 51. Translates to fattened liver. Or fat liver, fatty liver, fattened liver. Love liver and onions. Ugh. Gross. Liver. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Fatty liver is dangerous. Yep. So yeah, fattened liver. Foie gras is fattened liver. Mushrooms. Mushrooms. Especially of the wild variety, are a welcome addition to almost any meal. Some mushrooms, because they cannot be cultivated on a farm, are very expensive in markets. Which of these would be the most expensive you would find in any market? Which of these would be the most expensive you would find in a market? Chanterelles, maitake, morels, or matsutake? Chanterelles, maitake, morels, or matsutake? So morels, chanterelle, morel, Japanese one. I mean, there's at least two of them that are Japanese. Morel, matsutake. Matsutake. Pickles and Jamie. Got it. It's matsutake. Which, depending on the yearly crop, can run upwards of $150 per mushroom in Japan. Sometimes even more expensive than truffles. Matsutake mushrooms can actually sometimes get more expensive than truffles. Holy shiitake. Yep. Number 9. Number 9. Perhaps the king of shellfish, the lobster is prized by lovers of seafood. Aside from the delicious meat, mostly derived from the claws and tail, the lobster roe, blood, and the tomawi are all edible. Which part of lobster is called tomawi? Intestine, head sac, liver, or swimmerets? Intestine, head sac, liver, or swimmerets? Swimmerets. Also, that face I made, ugh. I should not have made that weird face. Head sac, excuse me. Good news. The answer is not the head sac. It's the liver. You're going fucking vegan. It is the liver. And finally, oh, good night, Elle. finally, numero 10. Question 10. Vinegars. Happy, joy, joys. Hey, happy. Vinegars are a key ingredient in a number of wonderful dishes across the world. Of the various vinegar varieties, balsamic vinegar is perhaps the most prized and certainly is the most expensive. What does the term vecchio refer to when describing balsamic vinegar? What does the term vecchio refer to when describing balsamic vinegar? Viscosity, sweetness, age, or acidity. Viscosity, sweetness, age, or acidity. So vecchio is actually the Italian word for old. So the answer is age. To be given the label vecchio, a balsamic vinegar must be aged at least 12 years in an oaken cask. Next with apricots. All right. With mint on tomatoes, or no? Basil. No, good night, Gabrielle. Who loves malt vinegar on their fish? How about a quick one? How about one last quick one? Fish and chips and vinegar? Yeah, vinegar on your fish and chips, yeah. We're going. I'm vecchio and need my sleep. Fair. How about one very quick final category? Quiz. This one's a very quick one. It's rice or potatoes? So 12 dishes. Half of them are rice-based, half of them are potato-based. So to start with, stamp pot. Stamp pot. Potatoes. That is a potato one, apparently. Boiled potatoes mixed with one or more vegetables and served with a sausage. Makluba. Rice, half onion, half green pepper, sweet and sour. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Makluba. Is makluba rice or potatoes? Had this a lot in the Middle East. Yep. Layers of meat, vegetables, and rice, neatly stacked in a large pot, which is ceremoniously flipped over when served. Papa Relena. Relena. Papa Relena. Or Relena. Relena. Rayena. Rayena. Papa Relena. It's sweet potato because it's not rice. The J is like jalapeno. Well, there's no J in it. It's the double L. It's a double L, which I think is ye. So I think it's Papa Rihanna. Probably Rihanna or something. And it's actually potatoes. Potatoes shaped into croquettes, stuffed with meat, vegetables, and spices, then battered and fried. Arancini. Good night, Jamie. Potato stuff and potato. Arancini. Or chini. Arancini, maybe? Might be arancini. And yep, rice ball. Bahías. Bahías. Or possibly bajias. But probably bahías. Bajias. Hey, Lori. Bajias. I've heard of very few of these, for the record. So don't feel bad, Shelly. I've not heard of most of these either. Bahías. Bajas. Bajas. It's potato. Fried strips of thin slices of potatoes. Anar Polau. Anar Polo. Polau. Anar Polau. Anar Polau. It's Persian. And yep. Rice. Gimbap. You know your carbs. Gimbap. Babapida doo wop. Or however the fuck that song goes. It is Korean, yes. You got it right. Hash browns. Does sound good. Zach Canton. Gratin dauphinois. Gratin dauphinois. You made those? Did you? Did I like them? Thinly sliced raw potatoes and cream baked in a well buttered and garlic rubbed ceramic dish until the top gets crispy. All right. Étouffée. And yeah, I'll be finished in a few minutes. Should be in bed. And yeah, don't worry, Glitter. 5 more minutes. Étouffée. Or étouffée. Étouffée. It is from New Orleans. Creole and Cajun. It's a Creole and Cajun. Étouffée. Étouffée. Yeah, it's étouffée. Comes from French. French verb to smother or suffocate. It is, in fact, rice. That is a rice dish. Sell roti. That French part of Nolans. Yep. 85 Kleenex since I've been here. Oh, good night, Kimby. Sell roti. Sell roti. Potato, potato, potato. Rice. Potato. Taters precious. It comes from Nepal. It is a ring-shaped rice bread. Aloo gobi. Aloo gobi. It is Indian. Made with potatoes and cauliflower. And finally, last one. Nikujaga. Nikujaga. Assuming I may be mispronouncing that. Nikujaga. Give you a hint? It's Japanese. That's not actually much of a hint. Nikujaga. Japanese dish. They eat it in symphonic grain. Do they? Do they? Dostoevsky because I have bronchitis. Oof. And I put so many antibiotics and things about it. It's actually potato. It literally means meat and potatoes. It's a stew. My catering bit does it take because my husband stopped running? Yeah, that sounds shitty. Fortel flavored potato. Better out than in. All right. So that's that. So thank you all for coming. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Hey, Shirley, thanks for coming. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I'll be here tomorrow. So if any of you want to come tomorrow, I'll be here. Much as I like talking to Uncle Buck, it'd be nice to have other people in chat. So, much as I like talking to Uncle Buck and Shelly Doxy, much as I like talking to those two, it would be nice to have other people around as well. So all I'm saying. So, well, you haven't been around lately, Buttercup. You've been busy lately. You haven't been around much lately. Subscribe. Oh, thanks, Glitter. So thanks for coming, and good night, everybody.